Hello and welcome to Clean Good Eats. I am Sakina Bunch, your relationship health and wellness coach. Today we are going to be talking about the 8 top foods that can put you in a bad mood. Now, we know that there are foods that we call comfort foods that make us feel better. However, after the fact, they don't really make us feel better. In fact, we kind of suffer mentally, physically, and even emotionally from them. So let's dig right in. These are my top 8. There are many that can put you in a bad mood, but these are my top 8. Number 8, egg whites. I know, right? When I first saw that, I was kind of surprised too. Egg whites can actually put you in a bad mood. Why? Because most of the protein is in the egg white. However, just having the egg white doesn't keep you nutritionally balanced. Most of the other nutrients that are in an egg are in the yolk, right? So we're talking like choline. Okay, choline is important because it works on your liver function and your brain development. Liver, if you don't know this, is the organ that controls your anger management. So if you are an angry person, chances are you might need a liver detox. And you know I got you there. Next, it has B vitamins in it. B vitamins like your B12, your B6, that is what keeps you not so fatigued, right? And you know when you're tired, you can get grumpy, you can get irritable. So egg whites. Next, canned foods. This is a big one because a lot of the cans are starting to come around. The companies are starting to come around. But before, and still in many products now, they have something called BPA. And what BPA does is it leaches from the can into the food. Now, BPA is a preservative. It does very well in preserving stuff. However, you don't want those preservatives in your food, right? The better choice is fresh or frozen, whatever is in that can. Either you get it fresh or frozen. So if you're getting canned vegetables, you're getting canned fruit, you can get that either fresh or frozen. And you want to make sure that there is no sodium and no BPA in that can. Next, salted and processed nuts and seeds. Now, nuts and seeds are a great snack full of protein and other nutrients that we need, right? Healthy fats. However, when you add the salt mix into it, so when there is an excess amount of sodium in there, again, that is not good for your heart and it's not good for your mood. Better choices are raw, unsalted nuts. And that's generally what I use. I'll even show you what I use. Hold on. Y'all know I got to talk about Costco every single time I can. Yes, so I do get these from Costco because these are very hard to find. I went to Walmart, I went to Kroger, I even went to a local store, even Aldi, right? So I went to a commissary, went to Aldi. Could not find unsalted raw cashews. You might be able to find almonds, but so this is Kirkland's brand Whole Fancy Unsalted Cashews. There you go. You're welcome. My favorite snack. So that's a better choice. But what happens when you have salted nuts? They have MSG, many of them, not the nuts, excuse me, the seeds. MSG, which is a preservative, and it helps to enhance the flavor of the food. That's what I meant to say. Helps enhance the flavor of the food. But the problem with that is it's a chemical, and your body does not take well to processed items. Okay, so that could probably lead you to know where I'm going next. Yes, processed foods. Oh my goodness. So processed foods can have so much in them. We're talking soy, which is a hormone inhibitor. Now, hormones, obviously that kind of plays into your moods, right? So if your moods are like, you might want to look at the foods that you're eating. Maybe you're eating a lot of fast foods. Maybe you're eating a lot of packaged foods. Maybe you go down the freezer aisle like my son likes to do, and he says, "Oh, mommy, look, lasagna already made." Yeah, lasagna already made. How long has it been there? Number one. Number two, how many preservatives need to be in that in order for it to taste like lasagna 3 months down the road after I've had it in the freezer for 2.5 months, right? Okay, so yeah, processed foods are not good. There is a long ingredient list. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the ingredient list or even just really paid attention. The smaller the writing, guess what? More crap that's in it. Yes. So it makes up most of the store. And when I tell y'all, for my clients, I help them with grocery store tours, right? So it's built into many of my coaching packages. We must do a grocery store tour. The reason for this is the grocery store was not designed to be your friend. It was designed to keep you in there so that you can purchase more items. So if you look in the grocery store, chances are you'll see a lot of packaged stuff right there at the checkout, right? If you look around, like when you first come in, oh, it's nice, and you'll see the fruits and the vegetables, but you have to walk further in the store, right? If you want to get to the dairy and the other stuff, and what happens? Bam! You are accosted, assaulted, barraged with all of the packaged goods. Now, if you bring kids with you, it's even worse. Y'all know it, it's even worse, right? So they'll want cereal, they'll want cookies, they'll want a whole bunch of packaged stuff. But more than just, say, sugar, right, and soy that's in that stuff, you're looking at like trans fats, right, which is really, really hard on your heart, boosting cholesterol, boosting a lot of ill diseases in your body and taking down your immune system, things you don't want. Hey, Ashley, I see you there. Hey, Tawana, I see you. Sunshine, I see you. And hey, Ann, I see you too. If y'all have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to post them right there because I answer your questions as we go along, okay? I don't have my glasses on, so I'm like, what does that say? So yes, feel free to post your questions. Also, when we get finished with this, as you see, I got my pants, so I'm actually gonna cook for you today, but also I have a freebie for you. Okay, so what is better than packaged foods? Real foods. Yes, eat real food. So fruits, vegetables, meat, just real food. That's not processed. And if you want something sweet, fruit and root veggies. That's your ticket. Next, so number 4, we're on number 4 now if you're keeping a tally. Deli meats. When I was growing up, okay, a staple in my house was bologna. Because you could fry up bologna, right? And I don't know if y'all had like a little thing that went around it and you had fun trying to take it off, but yet keep the bologna together, right? Keep it all in a circle. Well, that's what we had. We didn't know that was killing us. We didn't know. So deli meats have so many preservatives in them, so much sugar in them, so much junk in them that you would really be better off roasting a chicken, roasting a turkey, or whatever deli meat you like. We like roasted lamb. Just roast the thing and then cut it up for your sandwiches. You would be better off doing that as opposed to getting the deli meat that is chock full of preservatives so that it can keep it looking the color, keep it smelling the way it smells, just to keep it with the texture and everything preservatives. So choose your better choices. And if you are short on time or talent as far as cooking is concerned, just go and get a rotisserie chicken and then cut that up. You'd be better off. Okay, so next, y'all are gonna be mad when I tell you this one. We're on number 3. Don't get mad, okay? The number 3 food that can put you in a bad mood, coffee. I know, I'm so sorry. I just had one person leave. I know, coffee, right? So you're saying, well, no, because coffee puts me in a good mood. I can't tolerate people until I have my coffee. Coffee in moderation is okay because it's chock full of antioxidants. But when you have coffee in excess, so you had your 1 cup of coffee, then you're going on to 2 to 3 to 4, it will put you in a bad mood. Now, I am not a coffee drinker, but my daughter loves her coffee. In fact, I'm going to show you what she bought. Hold on one second. Y'all see this? Yeah, she bought this. It says, I've cut back to just 1 cup of coffee a day. This is not what I'm talking about when I say 1 cup of coffee, okay? Just to let you know that. That is not what I'm talking about. 8-ounce cup, no more. Next, if you want a better choice because multiple cups of coffee will mess with your hormones. It'll mess with your nerves. It'll make you jittery, right? We don't want to be jittery. And energy drinks also have that same impact, right? You become a coffee addict. Like, you have to have it, right? Hey, Hopkins, how you doing? So you have to have it, right? And it puts you in a very negative mood. So a better choice really is just 1 cup, or even sub it out with tea. I love to do just a little piece of ginger root, a little bit of lemon, and maybe some cinnamon. That's all I need, right? But if not, you can do chamomile, you can do green tea, you can do matcha tea. It'll still give you that, but you don't have the jitteriness from the coffee or the mood swings. All right, so now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. These last two, honestly, are my number ones, okay? I put them as 2 in 1, but they're really 1 lumped together, and it's sugar, right? So we're talking sugar from fruit juice, from soda, from, I don't know, energy drinks, from just a variety of places. Also, cocktail mixers. So if you are a drinker and you like your cocktail mixes, they are packed full of sugar. There are other ways that you can make it without all of that extra sugar. And then that's the one I label number 2. Number 1 would be processed sugars and sugar substitutes. Aspartame, xylitol, sorbitol, beet sugar, fruit juice concentrate. All of these are processed forms or sugar substitutes. I talk about this in my sugar detox extensively. In fact, I'm having a sugar detox webinar tonight. So if you have not heard what they really don't want you to know, and I even share with you a little bit about how to read a food label and how to find sugar in your food label, I do that tonight at 8:30. So I'll post the link in there so that you can register for that, because it's free, but you do need to register for it. The reason these are so bad for you is because, again, they go through a process. They are processed. So when we're thinking about, oh my goodness, I have beet sugar, that's cool. Fruit juice concentrate, why is that bad? It comes from fruit, right? Well, they have extracted all the nutrients out of it. And so all you're getting is the pure sugar. You see this? I went to the doctor today, right? And I generally get tested for diabetes, because diabetes not only runs in my husband's family, like many of you know, but it also runs in my family too. And so I said, I want to make sure that you're supposed to fast. I didn't. But the good thing is I was still within my normal ranges, not fasting. So it's important. And she said the reason that is because I don't eat sugar. Let me rephrase that. I don't ban myself from sugar. It's the processed sugar that I do my best not to eat. But we live in a fallen world, so it's not 100%, but I do my best. And so there you go. Yeah, she had to prick me 2 times. There you go. But it works. So those are the main things. Now, if you're looking for a better choice on sugar, we're talking raw local honey, raw organic local honey. Honey shouldn't be clear, shouldn't be light in color and clear. No, raw local honey is going to have some substance to it. And that's great because it has medicinal properties to it. So when you are eating it, when you're putting it in your food, you are boosting your immune system. Next, pure organic maple syrup. If you don't have a sugar issue, blood sugar issue, pure organic maple syrup is awesome, right? Manuka honey, which can be a little pricey, okay? I mean, if you're looking at like about maybe that size. You're looking at about $30 for that. Do you really want sugar that bad? You got to ask yourself that. And then next, fruits and veggies in their natural state, right? So we're talking dates, sweet potatoes, apples, bananas in their natural state. So those are the things that you want to look into. So now we're actually going to cook. All right, so I am making a recipe that is in my wife-to-be book, right? And let's see if I can find the page. It's going to be an apple dessert. And this is also one of the recipes that's in my sugar detox. Because, when you're going through a sugar detox, it's very important that you have something that is going to, make you satisfied. So we're doing an apple crumble. So what are some of the things that we need in it? Obviously apples, and I choose green apples because green apples actually have less sugar than the red apples. So we're going to put some of that in there. Okay. And we're just going to let that kind of mesh around. I love this induction stove. If y'all don't have an induction stove, and you already know where I got it from, Costco. If y'all don't have an induction stove, that's cool. You don't need one. But I actually use this. I don't even think I really use my stove or oven at all. Between my induction stove and my Instant Pot, I don't need anything else. Man, I was telling my daughter, I wish I had this when I was in college. Oh, the money I could have made. Well, if I knew how to cook too while I was in college, but that's something altogether different. Okay, so now we're going to add some cinnamon. You don't need a lot, just enough, but cinnamon is good because it boosts your metabolism, right? And it's also good for those who have blood sugar issues. And so we're just going to let that, and you can smell it. You can smell the cinnamon and the apples. And I haven't even added a bit of sugar in here yet, right? Don't plan on it either. Okay, so then next we have allspice. And I'm not really a big pumpkin spice fan. I really don't like pumpkin spice at all. But you just let these start to brown, and it really does smell delicious. Okay, so we're going to let those brown for just a little bit. Next, I'm going to put this to the side as we let that cook. Put that to the side. And then we are going to make some ice cream. Okay, so in here I have bananas, right? And now I have bananas that have been frozen. Okay, so those are the brown bananas. And then I have the fresh bananas, right? So I'm just going to put it in here. Okay, that's really not ice cream per se, obviously. It's going to be more of just like a topping. All right, and so that's kind of the consistency that you want. You grab a spoon. All right, so you're going to mix that together. And I'm a taster. I don't trust people that don't taste their food. I am a taster. That is good. And it's naturally sweet because the bananas have been in the freezer for a little bit. And I'll put them in the freezer, maybe like when they're getting almost like that brown consistency. I'll open them up, chop them up, and put them in the freezer. It's a great snack for your kids when they want something that's, kind of sweet, kind of cold, maybe like ice cream, but not all the of ice cream. Oh, these are getting good now. All right, so we're going to put this aside. Bring this back out so you can see the consistency, how, they're getting brown. That's what we want. I want them brown. And then I really want them soft. So this is one good thing that this cup is good for. All right, and so ready for the sizzle? Oh, I love the sizzle. Okay, so I add a little bit of water in here. And what's going to happen is the water is going to absorb the sweetness of the apple, the cinnamon, and the allspice. You can also add nutmeg in here, but honestly, I'm not a nutmeg fan, but nutmeg would be a delicious addition for those of you who like nutmeg. But what this water does is it's going to soften up your apples. And it really does not take long to make this. I am a cook that does not like to be in the kitchen long. So with that being the case, most of my recipes are going to be 15 to 20 minutes tops. If I'm in the kitchen longer than 15 to 20 minutes actively cooking, either it is Thanksgiving, or I have lost my mind, or I really just love you that much and you have this dish that you really just want to make, like my brother with his mac and cheese. Okay. All right, so we're done. Okay, turn that off. We're gonna plate. And they're nice and soft. And you can even get a little bit of the juice from in there, because it's just like when you steam vegetables. You want to make sure you get some of that juice, because all of the nutrients are going to be in the juice. Okay. All right, so let's put that back. Try not to burn myself. Then we're going to add the topping. See if you can kind of see it back here. Let's see, right there we go. Okay, so we're going to add the topping, because this is really what's going to make it like really sweet. And then you can chop up granola, you can chop up some cashews, whatever you like, and just put it right there on the top. Okay. And you have yourself a delicious dessert. So let's taste, right? Because what they say, the proof is in the pudding, right? Y'all, that's good. That is very good. It has slightly bitter taste from the green apple, a sweet taste from the bananas, and that crunch from the nuts or your granola, whatever you use. Just perfect. So today's Q&A has actually been brought to you by Anytime Fitness. I love the people over at Anytime Fitness right here in Radcliffe. They are the premier gym. What I also love about Anytime Fitness in Radcliffe is that you don't have to be, Hans and Franz to go up in there. You can be any fitness level and they treat you like family. That's anytimefitness.com. Go check them out. Also by Clean Good Eats. Clean Good Eats is a company that specializes in allergy-friendly cooking and detoxification. So if you have any issues, or you may not know that you have issues there, feel free to contact us at cleangoodeats.com. Now, thank you so much for tuning in today. I know you can find a million other things to do, but I thank you for tuning in today. Tell me about it. I want to hear from you. Did you make this? When you make this, I want to see you take a picture of it, because I want to see what it looks like, and tell me what you thought, because, what good is food if you can't share it, right? All right. So thank y'all again for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next week, where my husband and I will be cooking in the kitchen. That's right. I'm going to be cooking with the mister, and that's going to be exciting, but really interesting. All right. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye. Oh, forgot to tell you, go to cleangoodeats.com, put your email in, and you will receive the top 8 list that I just shared with you today. If you couldn't write it all down, go to cleangoodeats.com, put your email in there, and you will receive the top 8 food list. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.